Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Podcast for English Learners. I'm Mira, and I'm so happy you're here today. Whether you're walking, studying, cooking, or just relaxing, thank you for choosing to spend a little part of your day with us. And of course, as always, I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Arav.
Thank you, Mira. Hi, everyone. It feels great to be back. Today, we're diving into a topic that sounds simple, but is actually something every single person struggles with at some point in their life: self-discipline. Not the scary, strict military-style discipline we imagine, but the kind that feels natural, gentle, and genuinely helpful.
Exactly. Self-discipline isn't about forcing yourself to wake up at 4 a.m. or working nonstop. It's much more about consistency, small steps, and understanding yourself. I think a lot of people feel guilty when they can't stay consistent. They think something is wrong with them. But honestly, it happens to all of us.
Oh, absolutely. Even we struggle. I mean, Mira, you know how many times I decide, today I'll wake up early and go jogging, and then I snooze 14 alarms like a professional sleeper.
Yes, and I keep telling you to just stop setting 14 alarms and set one good one. But the point is, self-discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about understanding your patterns, about building the ability to do small things that support your goals, even when you don't feel motivated.
Motivation is temporary, but discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation disappears. Many people think discipline comes from some magical inner strength, but it usually comes from structure, routines, and small habits you repeat long enough that they become automatic.
And I think people underestimate the power of small habits. People feel like they need to make big, dramatic changes. They wait for New Year's or a Monday to start something new. But real growth actually comes from small, regular actions.
Very true. Think of it like brushing your teeth. It's not something you rely on motivation for. You do it because it's part of your identity and daily routine. If people treated habits the way they treat brushing their teeth, automatic, simple, essential, life would feel much easier.
I love that example. And I want to talk about something important. Self-discipline doesn't mean restricting yourself. It doesn't mean forcing yourself to say no to everything fun. It simply means choosing what's good for you more often than choosing what feels easier in the moment.
Yes, discipline isn't punishment. It's self-respect. It's saying, I care about my future self enough to make small decisions today. You're not fighting yourself. You're supporting yourself.
And I think the reason people fail is because they try to do too much too fast. They create unrealistic schedules they can't maintain. For example, someone who never reads suddenly decides to read for 2 hours every day. Or someone who never exercised expects themselves to run 5 kilometers on day 1.
Exactly. Discipline collapses when expectations aren't realistic. Instead of reading for 2 hours, start with 10 minutes. Instead of running, take a walk. Instead of trying to meditate for 30 minutes, try 2 minutes. Small wins build confidence. Confidence builds discipline. Discipline builds success.
Let's talk about something personal. Arav, what is something you struggled with in the past, but eventually learned to stay disciplined in?
Oh, so many things. But one big example is learning English consistently when I was younger. I kept trying to study for hours and failing. Then I switched to studying just 15 minutes a day, listening to podcasts, reading something I liked, repeating small sentences. Suddenly, it felt natural. And funny enough, I made more progress in 3 months of small daily practice than years of inconsistent long sessions.
That's a perfect example. Consistency beats intensity. For me, it was journaling. I wanted to write every day to clear my mind, but I kept skipping days. Then I switched to writing just 1 sentence a day. That tiny habit improved my mental clarity, reduced stress, and slowly, without even forcing myself, my daily journaling got longer.
I think listeners should know something else too. Discipline grows when your environment supports your goals. If your phone is full of notifications, of course you'll get distracted. If unhealthy snacks are in front of you, you'll eat them. If your workspace is messy, you'll feel low energy. Environment guides behavior.
Yes, make discipline easy. Don't rely on willpower. Willpower gets tired. Environment doesn't. If you want to drink more water, keep a bottle next to you. If you want to read more, place a book on your bed. If you want to study English regularly, subscribe to a podcast or channel that teaches daily.
And let's talk about setbacks, because no matter how disciplined you become, you will have off days. You will skip routines. You will feel lazy. You will fall behind. And that is completely normal.
Yes, the goal isn't perfection. It's progress. If you missed yesterday, that's fine. The real discipline is getting back on track without guilt. A mistake doesn't erase your progress.
Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. But if you drop it for a day or two, it doesn't disappear. You just pick it up again.
I want everyone listening to remember something. Be kind to yourself. Discipline grows in a healthy, supportive environment, not a harsh, self-critical one. Instead of saying, I'm lazy, say, I'm learning. Instead of, I failed, say, I'm improving. Change the voice inside your head.
And with consistent effort, even small effort, you'll start noticing changes. Waking up a little earlier becomes easier. Making healthier choices becomes natural. Studying becomes smoother. Confidence increases, and you start trusting yourself more.
Before we close today's episode, let's leave you with a simple message. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being committed, not to a routine, not to a goal, but to yourself. Your future depends on the decisions you make today, even the tiny ones. So, start small, start slow, but most importantly, start.
Well said, Mira. And to everyone listening, thank you for joining us today. We hope this conversation felt like a warm, motivating chat with friends. If you enjoyed it, share it with someone who might need a little push of inspiration.
We'll be back soon with another episode. Until then, take care of yourself, stay consistent, and remember, small steps create big change. Thank you so much for watching this video.